Diana Boston. You hate me pretty much, don't you? Good. I said it in the comment section, and I'll say it here to your face. I want you to hate me. You see, you probably haven't noticed this because you're too self-absorbed to have noticed. But there are certain YouTubers who have gone away. YouTubers who are good people. YouTubers who are softer people than you or I. YouTubers that made good, objective content. Good, well-informed content. And they're gone. And part of the reason they're gone is because you bullied them. Your rants don't hurt me. Your hatefulness, your ugliness. And I'm not talking about physical ugliness. By the way, I like your hair straight, the way you had it a couple videos back. I mean your scorn, your bitterness in your soul. You don't hurt me. You can't hurt me. And as long as you're busy hating me, well, hopefully that'll spare a couple of other people bullying that they might not be able to take. Bullying that might drive them away too. You know, when it was just me, you just had a problem with me, that was fine. And then you drive this person away. And I bit my tongue. And now you and all your little cronies, all your little buddies are coming out with these videos about sex workers, that there's acceptable stigma. Oh, some of the stigmas are legitimate stigmas. You know what? That legitimate stigma you're talking about is what gets whores raped and killed. There's a reason when a rapist rapes a woman, he screams the word whore in her face. Because it's not just prostitutes that get raped for being whores. That stigma, every group in society that is oppressed is whipped with the lash of stigma. And the next time you piss somebody off, some misogynist or some female who is bitter and jealous, you see who they call a whore then. See, when you say things like some stigmas are legitimate stigmas, you know, and you're talking about the sex industry, the first thing I think of is Gary Ridgway, Dennis Rader, Arthur Shawcross. These are serial killers that targeted prostitutes because of whore hate. The Yorkshire Ripper, Jack the Ripper. But they don't just target prostitutes. Ed Gein was raised by a seriously religious mother that raised him to hate women who embraced their sexuality, or were flirtatious, or weren't venial. And he killed those women and cut their skin off and wore it around the house. Fuck you and your legitimate stigma. That stigma doesn't just affect sex workers. That stigma affects every woman. Every woman. You know, and to pick apart somebody's appearance, their fake tan, Yeah, Antique Lenses, I'm talking to you. I know you said when you picked apart Jenna Jameson's appearance, you did it because she is an example of the patriarchy. Your little crucified martyr Barbie of the patriarchy. Mentioning her fake tan. You're so fucking insensitive. Do you not know that Jenna Jameson lost a baby because she had skin cancer? And you're mocking her fake fucking tan. You're so insensitive. I don't see how anybody can be so insensitive. You may not have known this at the time, but did you even fucking bother to check? Did you even ask yourself? Or did you just look at her with your contempt and judge her as a tool of the patriarchy and not even think about why she might look the way she looked? Or why she said she felt good about herself and didn't mind what people thought about how she looked, even though she had fake boobs and fake tan. And you know what? She's been through so many breast surgeries because of pressure about getting implants and then getting sick of them and deflating them and up again and down again. You know, did it ever occur to you that maybe she's talking about what all of those operations might have done to her breasts? I bet you didn't even ask yourself that. I bet you didn't even care. You didn't think of her like a person. You objectified her. Well, we're not your little patriarchy piñatas that you can each take turns whipping at your leisure. We're not your crucified martyr Barbies to hold us up as examples of how fucked up male society is and then for you to just objectify us just the same. It doesn't work that way. And you, Diana Boston, are you fucking kidding me? How arrogant you are. To put yourself in the position to decide what level of tragedy gets assigned to somebody's death. You want to go and tell Heath Ledger's family, his friends, his fans, that his death was any more or less tragic than anyone else's? Than a porn star's? Just because she's a porn star? Addiction is addiction, and death is death. How fucking insensitive you are. My God, it blows my fucking mind. And now, on the 1-year anniversary of Michael Jackson's death, you're going to say, oh, well, I doubt he went through all that. Well, you know what? You are so fucking blind. Of all the stories that I've heard of people's life, he has probably one of the most tortured existence. His life was so sad. And you just blow it off like it's nothing. He got burned. His entire, half from his nose up, all the way halfway back his head. It burned off of his fucking head. And he was never the same. Who the fuck are you to tell him his life or his death is any less tragic than someone else's? Your fucking arrogance is beyond me. Oh, what about this girl?
Oxys. But one time when I was like 13, when I was in school, this girl had sold me a whole bunch of Xanax bars for $20. I took them all in school and I almost died.
Just like I said, a girl who lives a life that most people completely ignore. And what did you do? You completely ignored it. Diana, you are a joke. And I don't spend my life hanging on your every word. I'm not even subscribed to your channel. I think your content is pathetic. But I'll be watching for when you start bullying people again. You just bear that in mind.
Now Syphil and Ollie.
1, 2, red.